now you know the Knicks failed to win a grueling emotional playoff series against a Trae Young-led Atlanta Hawks team. And for some, it was the end of the world. For some, it was the start of something great. And while most thought it was a series the Knicks could win, some of us saw the dangers and improvements needed in order for this group to be a great team. Something this team doesn't have but can attain. And while I'm going to touch on the playoff series and evaluate some players involved, I just want you to know that this was not a failed season for the Knicks. The Knicks did what they needed to do and left it all out on the floor. So if you're a fan, I urge you to be proud of the Knicks and never forget where we came from, because victory isn't so sweet if you never tasted defeat. So after I got over my pain and emotional feelings of being distraught over a series I always had mixed feelings about, I searched for clarity and never found it. So I decided to still come on YouTube and give you guys some of my cloudy takes. And hopefully one of you will talk me off of the ledge and bring me back down to reality, and smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. We trying to reach 1,000 subscribers before August, so if you're new to my channel and like my work, do your boy just that little favor so you can stay up to date on all my latest videos and live streams. But anyways, back to the Knicks. It will be easy for me to say the Knicks wet the bed and that Julius Randle doesn't deserve the max. But I won't say that, because no matter how much of the blame could be placed on him, it doesn't take away the fact that he helped the Knicks get to the playoffs. His leadership needs improvement, but that doesn't diminish the impact he had on the Knicks. And for that, New York has to thank him. But Julius has some off-season work ahead, and I feel it has to be more mental than physical. Randle has to grow at addressing adversity, and although this season has taught him a lot, he still has more room to improve. From his on-court view of officiating, to him wearing his heart on his sleeve, to his overall "it's me against the world" mentality, Randle has to look himself in the mirror and say, "This is bigger than me," but still have the mind to take it upon himself to deliver on the court when all else fails. Randle has all the tools to be an MVP, but his decision-making is his worst enemy. When the pressure of the game is on his mind, it shows. He has to block out the noise and make the game his stage. Until that happens, he will always fall when the lights are bright. The same goes for RJ Barrett, and although I sympathize with the way the officials treat him, I'm still not impressed with his defense throughout this series. We saw Bogdanovich and Huerter hit countless of threes on the corner, and most time it was him who was guarding them. Barrett has to commit to defense, because losing your man's location is never the way to win at games. He needs to use his peripheral vision, and reading books helps. It strengthens your eye coordination and improves awareness when you're using your peripheral vision, preventing costly mistakes like backdoor cuts and corner threes, which are his most costly mishaps. He also needs to get in the weight room. Too many times I've seen players back Barrett down in the paint, leaving him no choice but to foul, something the Knicks don't need, because the less time on the court means the less impact he has on the game. Working on different ways to score will also be beneficial to Barrett. Opponents seem to plan his moves, leaving him stuck under the basket or cornered on the wing from the double team. Improving his handle while learning new spots can help with his further game, improving his 3-level scoring ability. The Knicks will have much on their hands this summer, from the possible extension of Randall to attracting the right free agents who will buy into Tibbs' formula, and seeing who on the roster is also coming back and who are expendable. These are some of the questions that Knicks will have to be answered this summer, and I trust you. I'll be giving my predictions in the coming weeks, so stay tuned and give me your input because we are all Knicks fans, and you matter too. So until then, stay safe everyone, and lead by example.